Fala galera, estamos de volta no canal com mais um vídeo. E mais como é que vocês estão vendo aí? Estamos trazendo aí um jogo aí. Vale a pena até explicar. Esse jogo tá vindo de graça esse mês aí pela Ubisoft. Isso aí, World in Conflict, Soviet Assault. É isso aí, esse é o jogo que tá vindo de graça essa semana, até dia 11. Tá, depois disso aí vai entrar aí o Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Isso aí a gente vai trazer semana que vem. Assim que sair a gente vai trazer, certo? E deixa eu ver isso daqui. Beleza, vamos ver esse daqui. Tá, que dali eu não vou ver. Beleza, então vamos começar, gente. Vamos fazer aqui a nossa nova campanha. Vamos lá, vamos começar a campanha aqui, vamos... Tá, vamos começar o tutorial. Vamos tentar aprender o que o tutorial tem aqui pra gente. Lembrando, gente, eu nunca ouvi falar desse jogo, não sei como é que é esse jogo. Tá? Eu não sei como é que se joga, não tenho a mínima ideia. Eu tô querendo trazer um jogo aqui um pouco mais antigo que eu jogava antes. E para eu trazer ele eu preciso trocar, eu não posso usar o controle, preciso usar, ele só joga no joystick, né? Mas vamos ver. Pelo menos a frame rate dele tá alta, cara, 380, tá bom. Na tela de load, né? Quero ver na hora que a gente começar a jogar aqui.
Well, if it isn't our latest West Point prodigy, I'm Master Sergeant Watson, and I'll be in charge of your training. This is the National Training Center, where you will be finalizing your officer training. At West Point, they taught you how to be an officer. Here, we're gonna teach you how to fight.
Eu tava achando que eu tava na tela de loading. Tá, missão, câmera.
We'll start out with the control of the battlefield camera. You use the WASD keys to move the camera. So why don't you show me some of those West Point skills by moving the camera around for a bit. Press the A key to move the camera to the left. Good. Now press the W key to move the camera forward. Good work. Press the D key to move the camera to the right. Excellent. Now press the S key to move the camera backwards. Well, what do you know? Seems they do teach you some useful stuff at West Point after all. Next up is camera panning and tilting. You do this by moving the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Let's start by panning the camera to the left. Do this now. Excellent. Go ahead and move the mouse cursor to the right edge of the screen to pan to the right. Good job. Now move the mouse cursor to the top edge of the screen to pan upwards. Great. Last but not least, move the mouse cursor to the bottom edge of the screen to pan downwards. If you really want to stretch your legs, we have a function called mouse look that allows you to look freely around the battlefield. To activate this, you press and hold the middle mouse button. Well done, sir. Now let's get down for a closer look at the terrain. You can move the camera closer to the ground by using the mouse scroll wheel. Try this now. Good. Now try moving the camera away from the ground. Now I'll show you something my platoon sergeant in the A. Shaw Valley taught me many years ago. The mini-map. This gives you an excellent top-down view of the battlefield, allowing you to quickly move to a specific position. By clicking the left mouse button on the mini-map, you can instantly move the camera to that location. Impressive. We have just one more thing, and then we're done for the day. See that red circle? Show me what you've learned by moving the camera through it. Good. Now move on to the next one. Good. Now move on to the next one. Good. Now move on to the next one. Keep this up, we'll get you shipped to Europe in no time. I hear they have a real shortage of junior officers there.
Vamos pra próxima lição. Essa aqui a gente tem que ensinar mais ou menos como é que os conceitos básicos do jogo. Isso aqui é tipo jogo de estratégia, não é muito minha área não.
Let's see how you handle this next lesson.
Deixa eu ver. Combate School, todas as unidades. Tá, os verdes são as minhas unidades, o azul é de aliado e o vermelho é inimigo. Beleza, isso aqui já é básico do
I'm gonna give you command of a Humvee. To issue orders to it, you have to select it first. And to do that, you left click on it with your mouse. If you want to select multiple units at the same time, you can create a selection box by clicking and holding the left mouse button and then drag the box around the units you want to select. Good. Now with the Humvee selected, you can start ordering it around. To issue a move order, select the Humvee and then right-click in the world where you want it to go.
Ready to repair. Driving quickly.
Ok, entendi agora. Agora foi.
Good. Now I'm going to teach you about transports. For this part of the exercise, I'll give you command of an infantry squad along with the Humvee. Select the infantry squad and order the soldiers to enter the Humvee by right-clicking on the Humvee.
Butler in gear. Rolling out.
Entering transport. That was the last
Good.
one, sir.
Now, since the infantry squad is inside the Humvee, you can no longer issue orders to them. However, you can move the Humvee around as usual. To unload the infantry squad, simply select the Humvee and click the unload button on the order pallet. Try that now. Well done. Now let's move on to combat. Not for real, though. This is a simulated exercise and the op will be your enemy. I hope you didn't wet your pants there. To tell a unit to attack, select the unit you want to use and then right-click on an enemy unit. See those units there? They don't seem too friendly, do they? Well, what are you waiting for? Light them up!
Reporting in. Ambush the enemy.
Cadê meu Humvee? Quero reassumir com o meu carro.
Hostile infantry is dead. Enemy defeated, sir.
Hooah! That's the spirit, sir. They'll fear you in Germany. To really be all you can be in urban warfare, you need to make good use of the surrounding terrain. See that building over there? You can move your infantry squads inside to give them extra protection against enemy fire. Select your infantry squad and move the mouse cursor over to that building. The cursor changes to indicate that you can order your infantry squad inside. To do this, you select your infantry squad and right-click on the building. Do so now.
Eu já fiz isso já.
Good. With your infantry squad inside the building, it becomes much harder for the enemy to spot you. And your men will also take less damage from incoming fire because of the cover that the building provides. Let's see what happens when this enemy vehicle tries to speed past your infantry squad.
That vehicle is a wreck.
Did you see that? Op 4 barely got a shot off. Well done, sir. To order your squad to leave the building, select the building and then right-click anywhere outside.
Get on our way, sir.
Good job, sir. Remember to seek cover with your infantry whenever possible, since they're a lot more exposed than other units. Now let's talk a little about unit special abilities. They will undoubtedly save your life one day, so pay attention. For this next exercise, I'm giving you command of a Bradley infantry vehicle. Start by selecting the Bradley.
Então, selecionar Bradley.
Good. On your order palette, you can now see that the Bradley has two special abilities. One offensive ability
Que é o míssil
and one defensive ability.
e a cortina de fumaça.
The offensive ability will help you kill hostiles faster, and the defensive ability will help you increase your unit's survivability. All special abilities have a cooldown timer. This is the time it takes for the unit to reload the required munitions or catch their collective breaths. This means you'll have to use that think box of yours to decide when to use each ability. This Humvee will only take damage from your offensive ability, so don't bother shooting at it with the chain gun. To use an offensive special ability, you left-click the corresponding button. Do that now. Good. Now left-click on the Humvee to launch a tow missile at it. Not bad at all, sir. As you can see, that ability is now cooling down, and you will have to wait a certain time before a new missile can be fired. Some units also come with a defensive special ability. Your Bradley, for example, has a smoke screen that it can deploy to hide from other hostiles. It's deployed immediately when you left-click the corresponding button, so don't fire it prematurely. Most units have unique special abilities, so make sure that you learn how each one works. They are one of the main keys to gaining the upper hand on the battlefield. That's basically all you need to know about movement and combat. Keep this up and you'll be graduating from here top of your class. Then you'll face the harsh school of real combat. I'll see you tomorrow when we'll talk about command points and objectives.
Gente, eu não vou ficar aqui fazendo isso aqui, porque isso aqui é chato pra cacete, né? Mas basicamente é mais ou menos isso aqui que vocês estão vendo aqui. Certo, gente? E na hora do combate, com certeza, é assim mesmo. Não é meu estilo de jogo. Quem me conhece sabe o que é, mas estão dando aí, né, pra quem quer ir. Certo, gente? Então, vou ficando por aqui. Se vocês gostaram, deixe seu like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu!